Hi, it's Kevin here. Today we're working on an Ariens ST824 snowblower with let's see, it's about a 8 horsepower engine, 9 horsepower. Anyways, we're doing is it's having a little misfire and hard starting, so we're gonna do a little carb work on it. So first of all, on this one, you're gonna want to remove this, which is the choke lever. Then you're gonna want to come down here with your screwdriver, undo these two bolts here, screws. Okay. Do this. A lot of these from Tecumseh are the exact same as the 5 horsepower engine. It's just a little bit bigger. So then you're going to want to come up here and remove this bolt here. So, that one. Come over here. Make a bolt on this side. I always like to wear gloves when I'm working on stuff to keep the chemicals and dirt and you're not scrubbing afterwards. So when that piece is removed, just set it aside. And there's your carburetor right there. So there's two ways you can remove this. You can take off these two bolts here and then take off these two bolts and remove the whole thing and then do everything that way. Or you can or you can take these bolts off and this nut and take it off that way. So usually I like to try to do it this way. It's pretty easy that way. You don't got to take off as much stuff, and usually these bolts just come right off, so you just put your screwdriver on there and that one it just gets held in place and comes right off. Pretty easy that way. Now the one behind here, it's hard to see. Move back in there. That one right there. It's a little harder. So, and to the screwdriver, pin on the screwdriver, it always hits the shroud right there, or the sheet, I mean. So, sometimes it gives you a little bit of fit. So, but a little bit of persistence, and then usually that bolt right there will turn like it is, so you can just put a wrench on it, or usually just your finger will be able to get it off. So I'm going to stop it here now and use the wrench and get that bolt off. Okay, so we got both these bolts off now, so it's just kind of hanging here like this. So the next thing to do is to remove this hose right there. I think it might need to be replaced. And that is your primer hose. Then you got your gas line right there, which has a clamp on it right there. If you can see it, kind of hard to see. I removed it and pushed it back. So now I'm going to grab my pliers and remove that. Alright, I have that removed. And then what I like to do if there's gas in there is just stick a screwdriver and put the clamp back over it, or like a socket extension. Push that up in there and put that on there. One thing I always recommend too is that whenever you're doing this is to make sure your tank is clean. Drain it in case you have any water in it or anything like that, or just garbage, dirt and stuff like that. That's where the problem probably originated at, was the gas tank. And so if you don't clean that, you'll have to be redoing this again, because that's where the problem came from. So you always want to make sure that tank's clean. So once you get to this point, now you got to take off the rod right there, and you want to make sure that you either mark it or just remember the orientation of that rod, which hole it went into. Usually you can look at it and can just tell by the wear of it where it went back. So I'm going to remove that now. Alright, now we have the carb out. It's on the table here. The first thing you're going to want to do is remove this bottom nut right here, and then drain the gas out of it. So I'm going to stop this first nut up, and now just take this nut off there and twist it. You got that there. So it doesn't look like it's in too bad a shape there. You got the bowl here, so you can just kind of twist that bowl. The bowl came off, not too much dirt in there. So, and then you have the float right here. Now that it's out like this, the gas is all drained. First thing to do is remove that gasket there, and then you got a pin here. So you remove that pin. Okay. And then remove the float. So the float and the needle just fell off somewhere. Oh, it's still in there. Right here. So there's your. Okay, there's your needle. So that looks like your seat's inside that hole right there. So, and then you got your low speed right here that you need to remove. So you unscrew that out of there, but it hits that. So I need to remove that. I need to remove this bracket here. So I'll get back to that. All right. So I took that bracket off there, and you unscrew this. You get all that out of there. You get the little washer and the O-ring on the end. Make sure you get that. So, and then pretty much everything's out of here. Sometimes I will take this off here. It's just undoing these two bolts there, and then throw it in the ultrasonic cleaner. I would highly recommend one of these. It's an ultrasonic cleaner, and they're about $200, and they have a couple different speeds to agitate it, and then it has a heater on it. You can see it's 73 degrees right now. I usually like to do it about 110, and then put that in there about a half hour, and the carburetor comes out looking like clean.